when we move next, we go to our core values. And so there's a difference between culture and core values for us. Culture is who we are. Core values is what it takes to be one of us. You have to have this inside of you to be one of us and to remain one of us the whole time. You know, I'm a defensive guy, and so a couple of years ago, there was a guy from the Saints. He was calling players. He was like, that safety, he a dog. This linebacker, he a dog. This D lineman, he a dog. And as you coach, you know this, coach, you hear coaches going, he's a dog. Man, he's dogmatic. He got this and he got that. So when I became a head coach, I said, man, I want dogs. I want boy dogs. Pit bulls with the white stripe down the middle, the tough-looking ones. That's the type of mentality that I want in my program. But nobody had ever defined dog. Nobody, it was just, I want a dog. What is a dog? What does a dog look like? And so what we set out to do was define it. And so we say that a dog is disciplined, obedient, and he has a lot of grit. And so DOG, we slap it smack on the front of our helmets, where if you're disciplined, if you're obedient, and you got grit, you're a dog for the Mesa Mavericks. And so we define discipline as doing what we say we're gonna do, even when we don't want to do it. That's what it is for us. We're doing what we say we're gonna do, even when we don't want to do it. And we say we was gonna run this route at 12. Even though I got him beat at 8, I can cut it off right here. We run the route at 12 because that's what we said we were going to do. And so being obedient is simply the submission and the compliance with the authority for the greater good of the team. Coach tell you to do something, do it. It's for the greater good of the team. I tell our players all the time, I ask coaches, I tell players, I don't ask a player to do something. Either you're in our program, you're going to do what we tell you to do. If you're not going to do what we tell you to do, you're not going to be in the program. And that's just what it is. And so, but we ask guys to submit to the vision of what we're doing. There's a deal, because we kind of got away from, we don't let kids commit. We just don't. Kids in recruiting, we don't let them commit. Coach, I want to commit to Colorado Mesa. Nah, never mind. We don't want that. We say, I was buying some on Amazon, which I hate buying stuff online. And there was a submit button on there, right? And so I bought it. I really didn't mean to buy that, and I put something else in my shopping cart, and then when I hit submit, my credit card was on there, and it took all my money out my account, and it ended up shipping it to me, and it said I couldn't go back once I pressed submit. And so what we started seeing was me going to Texas State, especially being in Division I, you see it a lot, where kids commit to you in April, and then they decommit, and they come back and commit to somebody else, and then when that coach gets fired or gets mad at them, they decommit and come back to you. Right. I didn't want that as a head coach. I didn't want guys that were committed. I wanted guys that were submitted to the vision and the rules and values of our program. And so in order to be obedient, you have to submit, because you can't go back. Just like that Amazon Prime. Once you hit that submit, it's over. It's coming out. And so we tell guys that's what it means to be obedient. Grit is just what it is. It's the passion and perseverance for long-term and meaningful goals. You got to have a lot of passion to do this. A lot of guys love football, but they don't love football for the grind. They love football because of what football does for them in the hallways in high school, on the campus in college. They just, or somebody's uncle told them they should be playing football, so they love it for their family. Well, then when it gets tough, they don't want to do it anymore. And what we're finding out is a lot of kids don't have grit. They just want to do something. I've had kids come to my office and, yeah. I mean, and it's cool. It's cool to get a helmet. Right. It's cool to get shoulder pads, take the green screen pictures. Yeah. But, man, when it comes down to really sitting in these meetings this long,
they start to realize it's not social media.
That's it.
Pictures.
That's it, Coach. 6 a.m. workouts?
Yeah.
Man, I had a kid sit in my office and literally tell me, because I just thought I was going to be able to play a little ball. It might have been a little tougher than high school. Right. But I didn't think, you're taking up my time. Right. And I went, you got no grit, son. And so for us, being disciplined, being obedient, being gritty, that's the dog that we want.